The views and opinions of the guest on We Are Flatbush does not reflect the views and opinions of the platform. We do not instigate, propagate, or glorify anything. It's all educational and entertainment purposes only. Please enjoy and thank you for watching.
Yeah. Flatbush. Westbury to Lincoln, Clarkson Ave to Lennox, 21st to Church, Nostrand Ave to Riddock, Newkirk to 2-3rd, the junction where the 2 stop, Rear side the 90s, Flatbush Ave and Bear High.
We'll be back again, and we back with a legend, and you can't say Flatbush without mentioning this guy's name. You can't say spitting bars without mentioning this guy's name. You can't even say RASTA baby without mentioning this guy's name.
Yeah.
We got the infamous Zeqway from Flatbush in the building. What up?
Peace, what's up? You know the vibes. What's good, baby?
Shit.
Zeqway live in the flesh.
Zeqway, man.
You know the vibes.
We finally got Zeqway in the building, man. We finally. You know what I mean? Comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
It's always comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's my brother.
Absolutely
right
the truth, you know.
Definitely.
You know, we go way back.
Definitely went back to 88.
Yeah, 88. I jumped off the porch and Pop was right there, like, yo, come here, get in the studio. You know what I mean? So
that's a fact.
Anytime he holler at me, I'm there.
That's a fact.
What's the
Appreciate
word?
that. I appreciate
Come
your
on,
love.
man.
I appreciate your honesty and everything about you, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is We Are Flatbush, man. So, you know, the people already know how I do. I like to tippy toe. I don't like to rush. I ain't into no rush or nothing. You know what I'm saying? We like to tippy toe. And we like to give people the authentic and the history about Flatbush and how they was living when they was growing up in Flatbush and East Flatbush. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So let's start off like that, man. Okay. What part of Flatbush you represent?
Well, I represent a lot of parts of Flatbush because I grew up on East 21st between Cortelia and Dorchester for 60. You know, adolescent years.
What year are you talking about? What year?
We talking about like 88, 89, around that time. And at the time, when I used to be on Westbury, my grandparents used to live on Westbury. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I used to always frequently be over there. You know what I'm saying?
So you used to travel from 21st
to
Westbury.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a common thing.
Yeah, it was a regular thing. Because more time I used to spend a lot of time with my grandpa's, God bless the dad. You know what I'm saying? But spent a lot of time with him and my grandmom. They used to pick me up from school and stuff like that. So a lot of the time I spent with them was on Westbury. You know what I'm saying? So my dad, you know what I mean, the legend. I don't gotta say no names. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like that. But when my dad bought the shop, you know, at least I think he had it for at least a year before we end up going over there. My grandparents ended up moving down to the south, to Florida. Okay. When they moved to the south, he took their apartment, and that's how I ended up on Westbury. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So that's how you.
Like I officially moved on Westbury in '89.
Oh, okay.
So my little brother he was in my mom's belly. He was born in '89. He was the first kid
to be on Westbury.
On Westbury, yeah.
You was visiting, but he was the first one.
Yeah, he's the first one to actually live on the berry. You know what I'm saying?
He could claim Westbury.
Yeah, he could really claim Westbury. Because even before 21st, we was living on Jefferson and Nostrand.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the Heights now.
Yeah, and BEDSTUY, you know what I'm saying? Jefferson, Marcy, and Nostrand, BEDSTUY area. Like, that's where I was actually born.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back there. Let's go back there. Like I said, we don't skip over nothing.
Nah, that's true. That's true. That's right.
So let's go back to like where you really started.
I was actually born on Jefferson between Marcy and Nostrand. My mother didn't even make it to the hospital, bro. My pops delivered. My pops was the first person on this earth to touch me out the womb. You know what I'm saying? So that's you can see I look just like him.
Just like him.
You know what I'm saying? Look just like him, but that's the first man to actually put his hands on me.
So you was born at home?
I was born at home. My moms didn't make it to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those babies that was born in the house, then taken to the hospital.
Okay,
You know what I'm
natural
saying?
birth.
Yeah,
Natural
man.
birth.
You know, my pops and my mom.
Like you said, if you know,
you
you
know.
know.
If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But it's culture. That all of that culture is what created me. You know what I'm saying? Because as you know, kids, they get older. My pops old. My mom's they old heads. And then, you know what I'm saying? Everything that made me came from them. Music, DJing, everything came from them. And then I put my little spice on it. You know what I'm saying? But everything
So
came
you
from
took
them.
a piece of their blueprint.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, the first studio I ever been in my life is with my parents. My moms and my pops was
Talk
doing
about
music.
that. Talk about
They was
it.
doing music since the 70s, bro, 80s. You know, they had their own band, Negus. They was making noise in their time. You understand what I'm saying?
Where is that? Like what country was this in? This in
This
Brooklyn?
was like my pops. You know, it's not to he had the #1 song in Guyana for a long time. But the thing was,
What's the name of the song?
the name of the song was called "All for the Money." All for the money, money, all for the money now, money, money, all for the. Right? And here's the thing: what happened? Because back then they wasn't like a real heavy set on their business. Somebody got the song, did it over, and it was #1. His song, his lyrics, every word that was spit. My father, I watched him create that song. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And
Wow.
somebody,
I ain't know that one.
yeah,
That's a gem.
there's a lot of man.
We'll
My
get some
pops
gems here
they done performed in the Apollo. You know, my mom's and Rita Marley is good peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like Sister Carol is like a godmother to me. These are like reggae giants, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like I said in the beginning,
Yeah.
that
was the inspiration for me even doing music. Being able to go to Shaba concerts and I'm backstage and Shaba taking off the shirt he just had on performing. Yo, listen to your mother and father and, you know, being in the studio with KRS-One. All of that came through my dad.
How old you was?
I was in junior high school,
you still
bro.
That little roster
I was
right?
like 11, 12, 13 in that age. I was in junior high school, bro. And like when I met you, I was 8 years old, bro. And the way I was rapping wasn't normal for a kid that young to be rapping like that and talking about social awareness.
And keep it funky, little roster baby.
Yeah, but
little roster baby.
You know, you get to live and learn when you're around certain elders. Sometimes you learn good, sometimes you learn bad. You get to pick and choose what you learn. But
you're gonna learn the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're gonna learn them all in one. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you can learn one thing.
Of course.
Especially outside in the streets. You're gonna see it all.
Because it's a lot of influences I could speak on. It's some influences that I could have been the most heinous person in the world. And there's some influences I could be the most kindest person in the world, most givingest person. And there's some people that taught me how to be the most selfish person and be to yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
But you learn something.
But you learning something. So you learn to, you know, navigate yourself through life. You may make bumps and turns and stuff like that, but if you continue to make those same mistakes, then you really ain't learned nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
Come on, we repeat the same thing you was doing in 1988 and 2024.
Like,
you ain't learned shit.
I always felt, you could stop me if you don't feel like I'm being truthful, but I always felt like I was before my time. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stop you on that. That's how you believe.
The reason why I felt like that, because the things that I was doing and the places that I was going,
things you were seeing,
was before my time. Like certain names I could call, like Harv Pierre, you know, these, you know, what's his name? Burke, I forgot his name. I can't remember the name of it. You could do your research. It used to be like an A&R for Bad Boy.
Okay.
Like I could remember running around that office like it was mine. I was nobody. You know, I had dudes that, you know, they're big producers now, and we was just regular nobodies trying to get in the building. You know what I'm saying? And
how old you was then?
I was probably in like my mid late teens. You know, and like shout out to Sky Zoo, #1, because you know he gave me a platform that
whoa. I'm off my break there. I got you speeding. Got you speeding right now.
Yeah,
I know the people like, yo, why you cutting them off? Nah, I got you speeding. We went all the way down to Sky Zoo.
Yeah.
We skipped a lot.
Yeah.
We skipped a whole lot. Growing up, you growing up right now. You growing up.
Yeah.
Like I said,
we could rewind the tape.
We're gonna rewind that back.
Yeah.
I'm saying you say you left 2 first. You on Westbury now.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Just 89. Little
89,
yardie boy,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it was rough.
This is why I want to skip
It
this.
was rough.
I want to get that. I want to get to that.
I got you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
got
skip
you.
that.
I
We gonna
got
get to that. That's why I said we gonna crawl.
I got you. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't be sorry.
It's the little wild thought. It's the wild thought. It's the wild thought.
So this is 89 now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You left 2 first. You on Westbury.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you was going to school. Of course, you know what I mean? You traveling through the neighborhood. What school you was going to? What junior high school, elementary?
Boom. I'm gonna put it to you like this. The first schools I went to when I was on 2 first, I was in private school, where my mom's was one of my teachers. And don't get it twisted, I still was getting suspended, getting my ass whooped. You know how it go. But when we moved to Westbury, the travel of going from Westbury back to the school, my parents were just like, you know what? Let's try and see what's going on with this public school. I was so used to the private school thing because a lot of other kids, they all had locks, they had dreadlocks and everything. So it was common to see locks in your class. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You're not gonna go there and everybody got a Caesar or a flat top with a streak in it and then all that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when I got to public school, it was different because I looked different than everybody else. Okay. I probably had 1 kid in my school at the time that had locks. You know what I'm saying? At the time that I was in school, like one kid. One. Wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? One kid at the time. Yeah, 1 kid.
And back then, that stand out.
Yeah.
That stand out compared to today.
Yeah, a lot of the like, cause even when I was younger, a lot of kids used to, what they call bully or whatever and stuff like that. But back to my moms and my pops, they always made sure that, my bad, that's my little alarm. They my bad. My parents always make sure that as far as defending ourselves, it's something that they always put in our head, and they put in our mind, and they put in our spirit. That don't go and hit nobody. If somebody lash you, I better hear you. You understand what I'm telling you? All right. You ain't just gonna be somebody's punching bag. So what it was, my moms used to always send me to Mega Evers to go do martial arts. So I used to be a little bad ass.
Yeah, how old you was now?
Back then, yeah, I was like probably about 10, 11.
10 years old, learning martial arts. All right, okay.
So we go there, and I used to give a lot of trouble in the class. So the teacher used to always put pressure on me, make me run more laps, make me, do, what they call planks now. I was doing the planks when you just
walk on the plank.
Nah, you just do the push up, but you're not doing the push up, but you just got your body in the shape of the push up.
I'm old.
Yeah, but this is back then.
It's like you a push up formation.
It's like a push up formation, but you gotta see how long you can hold your stance.
Yeah, okay.
So they used to make us. The punishment they used to make me do is they used to make me get into the form of a push up, but on my knuckles, and I gotta stay there until they tell me to come off, right? And then normally when they tell you to come off, you'll get up, but then you gotta go put your back against the wall, get into a squat position, right? No, first you get your back against the wall, then you make 2 steps forward, then get into the sitting position with nothing, and you gotta stay there.
Like this.
Because you're being bad, you're not following protocol. But that little knowledge that I was getting from that, you gotta understand that other kids ain't
getting that type of
you know what I'm saying? So
that
now
type of boot camp training.
Yes. So now I get to PS 92.
Okay.
That's the first public school I went to. Now I'm capping. I went to 181 in 2nd grade, but that's a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I went to PS 92. That's like the real public school I went to, because that was one of them schools where them kids was different. You know what I'm saying? Like the things I seen in that school at that age is like you're not supposed to see these things, but you're seeing it.
You're seeing it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, like you could really say like a lot of adults was really friends with their kids back then or something, because kids was bringing things to school. You like, what the hell? How you? You know what I'm saying? Kids coming to school with a whole ninja belt with stars on it. It could really like go in you like. How you get that in? You know what I'm saying?
I think brought back the ninja star. That should give me a flashback.
One of the main things that used to bother me is that, you know, I had a little insecurity about having my hair out. You know what I'm saying? So I always wear my hair in a Rasta hat. You know what I'm saying? So wearing it in the Rasta hat, people used to come and try to, yo, what you got under that? Like play with my hat and shit like. So in the beginning, I used to just let it ride because I'm in a new school. I don't want to get in no trouble. Right. I'm thinking like what you call this school? Private school.
Private school.
Yes, I'm thinking like if I wild this dude up, he just gonna pull my pants down and give me 2 spanking in front of the class. I'm not knowing
nothing.
That nothing's gonna happen but them calling your parent and your parent coming up. I'm like, oh, I ain't even know. So I'm holding back. One day, this nigga just came up to me. I think I was in the 4th grade. Just came up, this nigga slapped my hat off my head. All I remember is I was banging his head off the fucking board, wilding this nigga up. And
was it a white guy?
Nah, it's a black kid. Was it at that time? I keep it funky with you. It wasn't too much white kids in the school. Okay. It's a lot of black kids, man. And it's like a lot of the other dudes start taking like, who's this kid? They kept on going for like a good probably a month or two, right?
Right.
But every time after school, I would stand my ground to fight.
Right.
And they didn't know I had a little wata with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out there punching Dragonfly Jones. Remember, I'm getting the most punishment in karate class. I'm on my knuckles at least for 20, 30 minutes a day.
So this is light work.
This is light work to me. I'm punching something that's sturdy and it's tough and it feels like nothing, and I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? So, first couple fights I had, you know, all right, cool, you probably could do this thing, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, it kept going and going. It got into a thing where I started hanging with the bad kids now.
Ooh, okay, hold on. Yeah. You say you started hanging out with the badass kids.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the bad kids of PS 92. If you was there, if you know, you know. You know, so
and where you was hanging out with these badass? Matter of fact, let's rephrase that. Where you started to hang out at? You said
like at that point, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, we still in like elementary school, so majority of my time I used to spend in the shop, in the record shop. You know, either DJing, you know, or just hanging around, just being around my pops and shit, you know. So more time you either 1-2 seconds you be on the block, play some ball or whatever, whoop-de-whoop. But I ain't gonna sit here and cap. At that time I wasn't doing none of that, boy. I was chilling.
But music was more your interest.
Yeah, that was my passion because I fell in love with DJing.
Okay.
And yeah, I fell in love with DJing, and you know, my pops was always used to DJ. He used to always have like sound systems in the crib and shit. But he wasn't like, he was a lover of music, but he wasn't like a DJ, like a disc jockey, like going to different clubs and like he have his set, you know, like Tool Techniques, a mixer, records and stuff. And then, you know, one of my, you know, easy passes was that, you know, he had the record shop, so I ain't really have to buy too much records.
Cause it's there.
Yeah, but my pops is he a slick dude though. Like he'll do shit like, oh, I got this new such and such record from Redman or something, or I bought these, like, you know, the rap that I like, the rap that I want.
What you like,
yeah, he'll say, yo, I got this record. I'll be like, yo, let me get one copy, and then he'd be like, yeah. You gotta sweep up the shop for like a week, or you gotta go walk the dog. And, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I could always rate my pops with is that he always made me understand that you ain't gonna get nothing from nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Order now your Flatbush merch, 1651 Colden brand. Purchase now.
But nah, you gotta sweep up the shop. You gotta walk the dogs. You gotta take the garbage out. You gotta put in some work. So one of the things that I always credited my pops for is that I always find some type of hustle to do, is because I never like sitting on my ass. And if I could use my hands to make money, you know, I learned that from my pops. My pops used to make leather hats, medallions. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day.
I remember that.
And they used to have celebrities come through and get their hats designed, get their jackets designed and stuff. My pops used to get busy, so I always learned from observing that as long as your hands can make you some money, you'll never be broke. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So I always made sure my hands could either point me in the right direction or make the money for me with my hands. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, don't know that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to skip through the life or nothing like that. You know, like, I'm a very musically inclined person. Like, I play instruments, you know, and music is something that I admire. Niggas don't know I used to be in a marching band, bro. I done performed at Radio City Music Hall.
What kind of marching band? Like I said,
marching, Jackie Robinson marching band from IS. What's that? What's that school right there? IS, right by Albany Projects. What's that school right there? 390?
Yeah, you got me.
I think it's 390. It's a junior high school. I used to be in the marching band, bro. Yeah, I used to.
They're basically musically inclined.
Anything with music, I wanted to do it. If it was rapping, if it was DJing, if it was in the studio making beats, if it was playing beats on the fucking bucket in fucking Central Park, anything to do with music, I wanted to do it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Since we on that right there.
Yeah.
Let's not put this gas on this. Now,
yeah.
With that being said,
yeah,
you were so musically inclined.
Mm-hmm.
When you started to decide to say, let me take a step further and to let the world know what I'm doing, besides just being on the block or being in the record store or just impressing my father friend when they come through. When did you say, I'm going to take that step and let me go in the booth and take it to the next level?
I was 13 years old.
Okay.
And my moms and them had this dance group, this group that she used to work for called Ifatayo. And you had this girl that used to come there. Her name was Harmony. She was the sister of Miss Melody, who was the wife of KRS-One. So Miss Harmony liked the fact that I was a young kid that could rap. So she's like, yo, you could really rap, like, you know? And she started taking a liking to me, and she used to take me to different video shoots, different parties they was having, like street parties.
Black parties, like.
Take me there, see KRS, see this one, see that one. And one day KRS took a liking to me, and I didn't get the, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I could rap. Like, I'm like getting a little insecure now, like, yo, am I really nice like I think I am or everybody say I am? And out of nowhere, he just invited me to the studio, a studio that don't even exist no more. D&D Studios.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. And I went with my pops, right? And we went to D&D Studios, and I was there when they recorded Channel Live Madism. All we do was smoke Madism. I was in the studio when they was recording that. I got out when they was like doing whatever they're doing. I went out into like the waiting room, and guess who I met there?
Who that?
Your friends, Mr. Steele and Mr. Tech.
Shout out to
that was the first. That's the and it's crazy. It's crazy that, you know, I have the relationship that I have with Steele. That You know, we don't have to see each other for every day, but once we bump, it's like, yo, Z-Tug, what's up? But the first time he ever locking eyes on Steel and Tech, I was a 13-year-old kid in D&D Studios.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to the homies, BCC.
You know? Yeah, that's a fact. That's the big bro for real. He showed me a lot of love. Like, we even recorded in his crib one time, and I passed the hell out on his couch. I woke up the next morning like, no, nigga ain't kicked me out. I said, oh, no, still, you the bro. Play for life. I got those flicks still in my phone, man. Had to be about 9-10 years ago, man. No cap. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
but
you in the studio with Cameras One,
in the studio with Cameras One, Smith and Warren, Channel Live. And all I wanted to do was just rap. I just wanted to rap. But just the experience of being there and seeing these things and knowing that all these years down the line, those songs are still prevalent. And these people, individuals, are still relevant. And I was there as a 13-year-old kid. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, that always gave me the drive that, you know, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what pumped it up to the next level.
Okay, and what was the next level for you?
That's when I got the studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where that studio was? That was the studio that was on Flatbush.
Oh, Flatbush, yeah. On top of the record shop.
I definitely remember that. Shout out to King Fats. I remember him.
Yeah, you know, like
King Fats in the building.
Facts, Personnel, they came out of that studio as well. Personnel, he done made tracks for Cameron. He's in the studio with everybody who's anybody. You know, that's popping. And it's like, it's good to see like something I saw in my own brain. You know, I could be able to reach my hand out to make other artists and stuff come through.
That's why I said in the beginning of the show, man. If you don't know Zeqway, you from
Flatbush. Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Especially on the music tip, Wall Street shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. You know, I ain't Master P or nothing or Diddy or nothing, but we was moving it like Master P. We was filling up the trunk with CDs and driving down to Florida and selling them. Driving down to ATL and selling them.
So let me ask you a question. Yeah. Why you think people in Flatbush have you as one of the most illest spitters in Flatbush and you never got like a record deal or anything like that? But why you think people got you as one of the highest MCs in Flatbush? Because when you say MCs in Flatbush, your name comes up.
Yeah.
From old to new.
Yeah, I would say this.
Why you think is that?
I would say this, right? One of the main things that made me Zeqway the rapper and all that was that I never backed down from a challenge. Okay. And I remember one time Diddy and them was shooting a video for Making the Band on I think it was like Midwood or something.
Shout out to Dylon. This shit.
Shout out to Dylon.
Shout out to Dylon for making
you know
it. He did the interview last night.
That's a fact.
Crazy.
And you know how Flatbush is. If you say you what you are, prove that. You know what I'm saying? So we went over there to just see what was going on. You know, and shout out to my little brother, he troublemaking ass nigga. But he sees Ines from Making the Band.
Ines from Philly? Yeah,
he goes up to him and he says, yo, my brother rap better than you. He said, who's your brother? That's all I hear is, that's my brother. I turn around. He like, you rap? Spit. I start spitting and everybody just the oozing. You know how the thing go. Ooh, all that dumb shit. And then I see Mark Pitts come off the bus. That nigga said, well, this is what I heard verbatim. He's like, you ain't even fully signed yet and you out here battling niggas? And took the nigga on the bus. And I guess that was the end of the battle or whatever.
Oh, he took you on the bus?
Nah, he took Ines.
He took Ines on the bus?
He said, you ain't even fully signed yet. And you out here battling niggas.
You out here wasting bullets.
Yeah,
that's what he told him?
Basically, because you know what, if the right hear what's going on at this wrong moment, that might fuck your situation up, you know what I'm saying? But I understood that part of the business, you know? So
let's step it up until now.
yeah.
So now, damn, buddy, boy.
Yeah.
You got a good little history with this music shit.
Yeah, I was running around. I was really running around with this rap shit, man.
You was really running around.
Nah, I was really running around with this rap.
I know you got connections like with people like Sky. You said Sky Zoo.
Yeah, Sky Zoo, my brother, man.
And my other guy. Yeah, man. I just telling him on the top of my head. You cut hair too in Atlanta. SHABAAM.
Oh yeah, Bam is my big brother.
Big spirit,
that's actually, I don't care what nobody says. That's actually the first signed rapper that was like, my man, like, yo, my son got a deal. You know, like when you know niggas be like, oh, I know Jay-Z, or I know, yo, I know Bam. Bam got a song with Eminem, he with Pharoah Monch. I'm hyped because this is somebody that I can call and he gonna answer. You feel what I'm saying?
And he got songs with you, right?
Of course he got music with me. Me and Bam used to live in the same crib at one time, son.
Woo!
He got mad music. That's my brother.
Okay.
Anytime he call my phone, they answer. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Bam.
Yeah, shout out to Shabam Shadid. Shabam Shadid. Yeah, definitely a heavy hitter.
Okay, now.
He by his business.
So let's now, we jumped into music for a good minute now.
That's a fact.
You dabbled in the music, but while you was dabbling in the music,
yeah, I was outside.
You also dabbled with outside lifestyle.
Yeah, I was outside.
You know what I'm saying? And your name was ringing bells with that also.
Yeah, it's not a great thing, but it's a part of history.
Like I said, you know what I mean?
Can't duck it.
We just talking about the past,
yeah,
and we talking about the history of what, you know, how we grew up. And we live today, and we can talk about it, and we out here to educate the youth.
That's a fact.
We out here to educate the youth, because, you know, we showing them that we are here today. A lot of the kids, they either dead or they're in jail.
That's a fact.
Trying to glorify what the things that we did and the people that did before us. You know what I'm saying? So when you was outside, you jumped off the porch. You know what I mean? You riding your bike. You know what I'm saying? Riding around Westbury, going down Flatbush. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where you like to go and hang out? And
boy, let me tell you something.
What was your day like for you?
I would say this, right? And if anybody want to dispute it, they could dispute it. You know what I'm saying? But one thing's for sure, I was from Westbury, but I had many jacket hooks on mad blocks, boy. I could go on Linden. I could go on Lenox. I could go on Clarkson. Like, my name was good in my hood. Like,
and that's a fact.
You know
and that's why I wanted to ask you, because that's one of the things I thought about today when I said I was going to talk to you. I said, damn, you know, talking to Zeqway. Zeqway good through the whole of the bush
because,
and to the other side of the bush.
I follow protocol of realness, man. Like, you don't gotta be the toughest dude or the gangsterest dude and all that stuff. Just when the situation occurs, you ready to handle it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You don't have to be the baddest or the roughest or the toughest or the most killingest dude. As long as the situation occurs and you can stand 10 toes in that situation, then that's it. And that's what I just live by.
Usually like you said, you are definitely correct what you just said, but usually it be sometimes where mostly starts to hurt you is that the dudes that be talking.
Man,
listen. Talking that talk. Like, you know, it's like a dude playing basketball without the ball in his hand. A dude just talking like, yo, son, if I see this, and
it don't even make sense to do that.
Dog, man, you doing all this talking, man. Stop talking, man.
That's ridiculous.
And when shit's time to happen, you ain't putting in, you ain't doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially to defend yourself.
That's it.
Especially to defend yourself. So, like I said, you riding through the streets of Flatbush, right? Yeah. And going through the streets of Flatbush, the way I like to describe it, Flatbush, every block is another neighborhood.
Yeah, man.
Every
block got different rules.
Thank you.
You can't just go on a nigga block and do whatever you want. So don't get me confused as saying I go on everybody's block, but I don't just do whatever I want. I go with respect and morals. So I expect the same respect if you pull up on my block. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, I ain't, like, basically, this is one of the things that, like, you could even say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man that can be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I can be disrespectful if I want to be. But I'd rather be respectful first. Because once you disrespectful, I have nothing else to do but what I do. You feel what I'm saying?
You look at my disrespect.
Exactly.
Like, oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I just carry myself with respect. You know what I'm saying? If I come on your block and I got an issue, I'm going to talk to who I feel is the top dog on that block. Yo, homie. Me and your man got a little situation. I feel like I want to dance with him. Ain't no hammers, nobody jumping in. No, that's it, and niggas will let it rock. You feel what I'm saying?
Everybody understood what time it was.
Yeah, but you see, it ain't no respect like that now. These are different.
I'm glad you just said something like that. I just thought about something. Well, I just said every block in Flatbush is another neighborhood. I'm talking about East 21st. Yeah. And he's like, you said you come from 21st.
That's a fact.
21st now. Yeah. Runs from where? Newkirk?
Yeah.
All the way up to what? Caton?
All the way up to Woodruff.
And
I even chilled over. That was my second home.
Now, what I want to know is, I want you to explain to the people. Yeah. Like I just explained from Newkirk to Woodruff. Yeah. How many blocks you think it is? There gotta be how many blocks you think that
that's
is?
Probably like about, let me see, probably about 10, 12 blocks. So 13 blocks.
Is it safe to say that's 10 different neighborhoods we went through?
Pretty much. Because it's the same.
And one block.
Yeah, it's the same 21st.
Same 21st.
But every block is different. Got different rules and different regulations.
You go to 21st and Castle? They got different rules from Newkirk.
You come over there, they probably got gang rules over there. You go over there, they probably got hustler rules over there. You go over there, they probably got your grandmama live here or something. Nah, what you over here for? You know, they don't like strangers on they block or whatever. So it's a different culture. Flatbush, it breeds like, one thing for sure, I ain't gonna hold you. Flatbush got a unity. It got a unity.
Definitely got
right? And if the unity is not respected, then, you know, the rest is history, man. I said, the rest is history, man.
Like, see, we just talked about 21st.
Yeah.
I want to talk about some other blocks, you know what I mean? Like I said, you go through these blocks. And
it's a fact.
It's a block that people they respect you also.
Yeah. Like,
you know?
For the most part, I never had an alias. I never had a tag name.
Z?
That's it.
Z?
My name is my name. You know what I'm saying? So, if I ain't standing on...
Let's say that again.
My name is my name, bro. Not no Marlo shit or no Wire show or none of that. Like, I ain't hiding behind nothing. My name's Zeqway. So, ain't no way you gonna see, you know what I'm saying? You hear my name or see my name as something. I'm that person. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta stand on mine's 100. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got a name like Jerry, John, Mitchell, and Bob.
You stand by your name. You can't put, in other words, you can't say, yo, like for me, my name is Popeye. I don't want to be called Popeye no more. I want to be called my real name. You can't change that.
That's my name. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So that's your name, that's your character, that's you.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? You niggas be like, oh, I ain't using my real name, man. Niggas be talking to the feds and all that. Maybe I don't need to be doing nothing that includes the feds. You feel what I'm trying? The fuck? Use your brain, buddy. You feel me? Maybe you need to chill. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I understand. I ain't gonna do no. My name is my. Well, I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna run outside and. No, man. You decide you got brain power. You feel me?
But that being said, too, man, growing up, we had a lot of crews, cliques, and gangs in Flatbush.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We had a whole lot.
That's a fact.
Through the times and era. And growing up in your era, in your time.
Yeah.
What was a couple of names of the crews out there? I know definitely you had your Izards.
Yeah, they had the UKs. Yeah, them times they.
I'm talking about those times first.
Yeah, those was like
the other time.
When we was like, when we was little niggas in '92 and all that. We used to hear about the UK and all.
What UK stands for?
United Kings and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we used to hear about it and stuff. As we got older, you know what I'm saying, we started understanding that, you know, certain of the big man them is in our community. Like, we gonna see them, we gonna bump to them. Like, I had a good relationship with Avalanche. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead. Right. That was like, you know what I'm saying? One of my bros. He kind of made me and Tip have a good relationship as well.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Tip. You know, we can never take nothing from him. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you know, I don't know if I should get into the birth for the party Zeqway.
No. I want to say first before we get that. I want to say the UK and the Izard thing.
Yeah, man. Like,
I want to say the UK and Izard.
Definitely, definitely the Izard situation.
Izard, like the UK. Who else is out there?
Izard, UK, Z-Team, TLR.
Okay.
They had CBS. You know, in that area right there. Then they had 2 First. They had DRS. Then you know, they had TFK, which is from the Castle. It was like Chris Black and all of them.
Okay.
Remember they had the Pig Latin song and all that during back in the day.
Chris Black and them, yeah. My bros,
So those was like the neighborhood gangs around me, you know. And then as I started, you know, riding my bike and going through the hood, then you start getting the NA Rocks and you know what I'm saying? You start venturing out and you get into to different territories and all that. But I could say one of the first gangs I ever gang that I could consider was a gang when I was little was Rat Pack. You know, RBL, you know.
Yeah. Flatbush. Westbury to Lincoln, Clarkson Ave to Lennox, 2 First to Church, Nostrand Ave to Riddock, Newkirk to 2/3, the junction where the 2 stop, Veerside the 90s, Flatbush Ave, we been hot.